Incidents with violent airline passengers are now on the rise. The nation's largest flight attendants union says nearly 1 in 5 flight attendants have now encountered a violent airplane passenger just so far this year. And 85% of union members have self-reported encountering an unruly passenger. They say the time has come for more focus on now criminal charges for in-air disturbances. So what needs to be done to stop the violence in the skies? Here with me now, Sara Nelson, International President of the Association of Flight Attendants. Sara, nice to see you. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances and what everyone is grappling with right now. Because, I mean, wow. 85% of flight attendants now have dealt with unruly passengers. I mean, the FAA is reporting 106 incidents in the past 7 days alone. Why is it so crazy?
It's really concerning, and those are numbers that you're reporting over the last week that would be normally over the course of an entire year. In fact, if we stay at this rate, we're going to have more incidents in this year alone than we've had in the entire history of aviation. So flight attendants have had to deal with unruly passengers throughout the course of our careers, and we're trained in how to de-escalate, but we've never seen anything like this. To go to work and essentially expect that this is likely to be a part of our day is just something that we're not used to and not something that we're willing to accept for the long run.
Sara, I just want to give everyone and show this video. And what we're looking at, we have flight attendants now taking self-defense classes, so they're able to actually fight back and protect themselves. I mean, what does this tell you about the current situation that flight attendants they feel they need to defend themselves physically now?
This is really concerning. You know, this is a class actually that was formed after 9/11, and we had fought then to try to make it mandatory. It ultimately was a voluntary class. It was suspended for a period of time by TSA because of coronavirus protocols. But it's back in place. This is one of the things that the TSA is doing and this administration is doing to make sure that flight attendants have tools and also to communicate exactly what you're saying. This is absurd that we have to focus on the fact that flight attendants have to have martial arts skills in order to go to work today. And so we are doing all that we can to try to communicate to the public what's expected. I want to be very clear. This is a relatively small group of people, but they are making it very risky in the air for everyone. And they're making this a disturbing case at work and potentially very unsafe conditions for passengers and crews across aviation.
And frankly, criminal behavior, right? I mean, just because you're in the air and it's a flight attendant doesn't mean you're entitled to use violence against another person. You're actually, as part of the union, pushing for criminal charges, right?
Well, this is already under the statute. So under the statute today, you can be fined up to $35,000 per incident and face up to 20 years in jail. And so we're asking DOJ, please publicly and quickly swiftly take up these cases and press on these criminal charges and help people understand what the consequences are, what the very real consequences are. You know, over half of the incidents relate to alcohol, and we need some sobering up here as a society. And criminal charges, facing criminal time in jail, will probably create some sobering up. Now, I also want to report that as we have been talking about this, we've been starting to see more passengers really trying to express kindness and trying to make things better for us. But these incidents are still way too high.
Sara Nelson, thank you. We'll be right back.
Thank you very much.